A request for Aria of Sorrow, huh? Well, I never played it myself, but I know a good friend of mine who has. Hey, QG, I got a request for Aria of Sorrow. You in?
Aria of Sorrow, huh? Throw in some roasted wall chicken and I'm in.
Got some right here.
Works for me.
Alright, it's showtime! Hey there everyone, Omega Snake here, and this is a boss request for SuperSonicLucario01. And he wants to know how to beat the Reaper of Castlevania, Death. Specifically, the battle in Aria of Sorrow. However, I have not played Aria of Sorrow myself, so I decided to call in a little backup.
Hey yo, your friendly neighborhood quarter guy here. And Snake, yeah, you should really play Aria of Sorrow.
Yeah, you told me before, but let's focus on Death for now. He's the reason we are doing this.
Alright. Death is arguably one of the most iconic characters in the entire Castlevania series, being in nearly every game as a boss.
So, what makes him so special in this game if he's in just about every game?
Well, this is one of the few times in the series where you face him in a two-phase battle.
Which I'm guessing makes him a little harder than usual.
Right, but as long as you prepare properly and can dodge his attacks, you will have a fighting chance.
And together, we are going to show you guys how to do that. So, with all that out of the way, it's time for a...
Battle with Death.
You just had to kill the joke, didn't you? Before we get to the fight itself, you know what comes first, right, buddy?
Yeah, we gotta gear up first.
Right, and here's what you need for this fight. Before you get into the fight, make sure you are at least level 25. Any weapons you recommend, QG?
Well, the important thing to remember here is that he's resistant to dark-type attacks. So it's important that you bring the best non-dark weapon you have, since he isn't weak to a specific type. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I did this in boss rush mode, which is why I'm at level 40.
QG? I don't see any info on what kind of armor to bring.
Well, as long as you've been keeping up with your armor up to this point, you should be good.
Alright then, they can always backtrack if they need to. QG, what's this about, soul loadout? Oh, give me a break, guys! Symphony of the Night is the only Castlevania I beat!
Oh, that's right. Alright, I'll explain the souls I recommend for this fight myself. For your bullet soul, I recommend a soul with vertical range so you can hit him while he's above you. I heard the lightning doll is especially effective, though I didn't find that one. For your guardian soul, which is probably your most important one for this fight, I recommend the Boer soul, or however you pronounce it. It creates fireballs that float around you.
So, like the shields from Mega Man?
Basically. The last soul is the enchanted soul. Just use whatever buff suits your playstyle. And aside from restorative items, that's all the preparation we need.
Alright, so now that the preparation is out of the way, it's time to show his attacks, and how to dodge them. Ready, buddy?
It's game time.
So it looks like Death is dipping into his old tricks for this fight, QG.
Yeah, at least for the first phase. Throughout this phase of the fight, he'll be summoning a crap ton of mini-scythes from all over the arena. This is why you need the Boer Soul, for as long as you have it on and your MP holds up, the mini-sickles won't hit you that much. Though you should be cautious because there is a slight chance one might slip through the balls of fire.
Jeez. Didn't he pull this crap in the original Castlevania?
Yeah, that's classic Death for ya, but he also has a couple of other tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, like spinning his scythe around and then throwing it as it homes in on you. It's a slow attack and easy to dodge, but make sure you stay in the middle of the arena so you don't get cornered and end up taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that scythe of his really hurts, so try to dodge it whenever he throws it.
But these are all attacks he's done before, even in the first game. Doesn't he have anything new?
Yeah, lasers.
Really? Why does every boss nowadays have to have lasers?
Magic or future, take your pick.
I'd rather pick an original attack. So when does he bust this out?
About halfway through the first phase after he's taken enough damage. When you see him start gathering sparks into his hands, get ready to run. And like his last attack, stay away from the corner or you're gonna get blasted and basically make his job easy for him.
Is that his last attack, QG?
Yeah, at least for this phase.
Alright, we'll get to that in a bit, but now that we know how to dodge his attacks,
It's
time to go on the offensive. Alright, let's just attack. Huh? Did he just become a ghost?
Yeah. In the first phase, he's actually intangible, which is a fancy way of saying you can't touch him, and therefore you can't hurt him. However, his scythe is a physical weapon, and that means you can damage and eventually break it.
And the best part is that it's always on the physical plane, so you can damage it even when he throws it at you. Just make sure you use your best judgment on when to attack and when to dodge.
Yeah, because if you just go all Leroy Jenkins on him, it's not going to end well for you.
If you keep attacking his scythe while dodging his attacks, it'll eventually break, and now he's without a...
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Okay, QG, since when does death bring a spare scythe?
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? Especially since you haven't actually hit him yet?
I guess not, but that scythe looks even more deadly than his old one.
Yeah, but that's probably a sign that he's sick of your you-know-what and wants to take the fight to you personally. On the plus side, now that he's actually manifested himself, you can actually damage him.
Time for phase 2?
Time for phase 2.
Since Death has a new weapon, I'm going to guess he brings in a new set of attacks with it.
Yeah, and while you may not have to deal with the mini-size anymore, he has a whole new set of attacks for you to deal with.
Great. So, QG, what's the first of his new attacks that he has up his sleeves?
Well, the first of his attacks is telegraphed when he starts spinning his scythe in his hands. That's a sign that he's about to throw it like a boomerang.
Of course. What else would he do with a spinning, double-bladed scythe?
Now, he throws it at your height, so as long as you're standing or in the air when he throws it, you should be able to duck under it. Most of the time anyway. On rare occasions, it will be just low enough that ducking won't be enough to dodge it.
Well, nothing a potion or two won't cure. However, he will do more than just throw a scythe at you. He has an attack where he will actually move to your vertical level and do the classic Death Dash, where he will charge at you and try to take your head off with his scythe.
Yeah, when he starts moving to your level, get ready to double jump. Trust me, you do not want to get hit by this attack.
No kidding. It won't actually take your head off, but it will take quite a bit off your health bar.
His last new attack is telegraphed when you see his scythe rising out of his hands. When you see it, it's a sign that it's going to start spinning around the room.
It will only spin once though, so as long as you can double jump over it, you should be fine.
Yeah, but it does go around pretty fast. Not Sonic fast, but still pretty fast that you should be ready to double jump the moment it rises out of his hands.
And lastly, while you are dodging his attacks, make sure to attack him with everything you got when you see an opening. The bullet tool will work especially well if you have one that hits vertically, so you don't have to jump up to him to hit him.
So as long as you keep your wits about you and don't overextend yourself, you should be able to beat him without too much trouble.
And that basically does it for this strategy. We hope this will help you out, Supersonic Lucario, and anyone else who is struggling with him. And we also hope you will enjoy the rest of Aria of Sorrow. Also, I would like to thank Quarter Guy for helping me out with this.
No problem. And Snake, you really should play this game.
You're never gonna leave me alone about that, are you?
Hey, you've been on my case about playing certain games before. Remember Thousand Arms?
Touché. Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and remember that if you want to help me out, I have a link to my Patreon in the description below, as well as links to my social media. And if you want to see more of my partner over here, check out his channel. I will leave a link in there in the description below as well.
Thank you, Snake. But until next time, this is the Quarter Guy.
And this is Omega Snake signing out.
See you guys next time.
Well, I guess that's it for this death battle.
Snake, I swear to God.